Parents navigating the teen years, talking about consent. When parents avoid discussing consent with their teenagers, they leave their kids vulnerable to serious misunderstandings about healthy relationships and personal boundaries. Without proper guidance, teens may struggle to recognize inappropriate behavior, fail to communicate their own limits clearly, or unknowingly cross others' boundaries. This gap in education can lead to emotionally damaging experiences, toxic relationship patterns, and even legal consequences that could impact their future. Teens who haven't learned about consent are more likely to find themselves in situations where they feel powerless, confused, or unable to advocate for themselves effectively. Life becomes significantly better for families when parents take an active role in teaching their teens about consent and healthy relationships. These conversations build trust between parents and children, creating a safe space where teens feel comfortable seeking guidance when they face difficult situations. When parents provide clear, age-appropriate information about boundaries, respect, and communication, their teens develop stronger self-confidence and better decision-making skills. This foundation helps young people form healthier relationships throughout their lives and gives them the tools to protect themselves and respect others in all their interactions. Understanding how to navigate these conversations is essential because it shapes the next generation's approach to relationships and personal safety. Parents who learn effective strategies for discussing consent help create teens who value mutual respect, understand the importance of clear communication, and recognize that healthy relationships require ongoing dialogue about boundaries. This knowledge doesn't just benefit individual families, it contributes to building a more empathetic and safer society where everyone understands that consent is an ongoing conversation, not a one-time agreement. By investing in these difficult but crucial conversations now, parents give their teens the foundation they need to build meaningful, respectful relationships throughout their lives. Here are 6 expert resources to help you with your research on this topic. Planned Parenthood: What should I teach my high school-aged teen about relationships? Your teen may start having their first big romantic relationships during high school. Here's what you can do to help them have healthier, happier relationships and deal with the responsibilities that go along with it, like consent and communication. The National Sexual Violence Resource Center, NSVRC, 6 resources to help parents talk to kids about consent. Parents play a critical role in teaching their kids about consent, respect, and boundaries. One of the most impactful ways that parents can teach kids about their bodily autonomy and respecting the boundaries of others is by modeling examples of everyday consent. How to teach your teenager about consent. Consent is when everybody involved in a sexual experience actively and freely agrees to what is happening without threat, pressure, being intoxicated, or being too young. Yes, we know this is probably an awkward topic of conversation, but it's also really important. Talking to your teens about sex and consent helps them understand their rights and what safe and healthy sex should be like. K-Cornelison.com, How to Teach Consent to High Schoolers. When I was teaching dating, violence, and sexual assault prevention in schools, one of my favorite things to talk about was consent. Not only did teens have a ton of questions, but it was also always a lively discussion that focused on what teens should do, and not solely on what they shouldn't. Here are some of my tried and true strategies for teaching consent to high schoolers. SafeAlliance.org, Talking about Consent with Your Teen, a parent's guide. Consent isn't just a one-time conversation. It's a life skill. This guide is here to help you introduce the topic in a way that feels respectful, open, and non-judgmental. MichelleMitchell.org, Consent, 6 Things I Wish All Teens and Tweens Knew. Consent is based on the assumption that young people know their mind, wants and desires for the body, and have the capacity to express them clearly. That's a tall order for any young person. Although wiling participants at the time, it's in hindsight many teens realize they didn't get what they hoped, which makes for some brutal self-reflection. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with friends and family, and subscribe for more insightful content. Comments and discussions are always welcomed. For more detailed resources, feel free to explore the links provided below this video. Thank you for your support.